Hello friends, I am Sonam Maheshwal. Welcome to my YouTube channel Maheshwal Steno. Today I am going to give you a dictation at 140 words per minute. So get ready. 5 seconds to go. Madam Deputy Chairman, the proposals regarding irrigation projects including Telugu Ganga project and other power projects submitted by the successive Andhra Pradesh government may kindly be cleared very soon so that people of Andhra Pradesh may progress accordingly. Regarding the education policy of the government shall provide opportunities to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes to get admission into the Navodaya schools. The education policy at the college levels shall be employment oriented, and the syllabi of the various disciplines at the degree level shall include the syllabi of the UPSC. In competitive examinations, many students from rural backgrounds are not able to secure creditable positions due to their education in the colleges in various disciplines with inadequate syllabi not matching with the UPSC programs of examination. Professional courses have been taken into account in the recent past, and subjects like electrical engineering, civil engineering, and mechanical engineering have been prescribed. However, the fast developing subject of electronics and communication taught at degree level has not been included in the syllabus of IAS and other allied examinations. It is therefore suggested that electronics and communication of degree standard may be introduced as a subject both for preliminary and main examinations for IAS and other competitive examinations. This approach shall eliminate frustration and encourage students to take degrees in electronics. The scientific advancement in the field of electronics and communications demands such a recognition of the subject for inclusion in the scheme of examination for IAS and other allied examinations. The Ministry of Home Affairs Department of Personnel may be requested to work out on the proposal suggested herein. In the case of SC and ST communities, it has come to my notice that, in spite of vacancies having been exclusively reserved for them, the posts are not filled up on the pretext that no applicant was found suitable. This gives further mental harassment to the applicants. It has also come to my knowledge that in personal matters, managements of government organizations generally suppress the outstanding candidates for their personal gains. Madam, I am thankful to the Finance Minister for initiating suggestions for cooperative credit system, which was in the past a major instrument of self-reliance for the development. I am of the view that cooperative movements should be launched for attracting rural educated technocrats. Coming to education, it has been categorized under social services. I am rather disappointed with the allocation of funds for universities and colleges. Out of the total outlay of Rs 600 crores for general education, the funds earmarked for university and higher education are only Rs 140 crores. The remaining would be spent for education up to the secondary standard, including teachers, training programs, and vocationalization of education. There are 130 universities, including 9 central universities. So one can just imagine how 130 universities could be developed and maintained with funds amounting to just Rs 140 crores. We all know that university is the barometer for ascertaining the standard of education, the standard of teaching and research, and university is the best platform for basic research and also for training in science and technology. If the universities and colleges are neglected and are denied funds, their growth will be stunted and whole education policy will fail. The university provides us the tools for good teachers, for basic training, vocational training, and training for self employment. Teachers in the state universities and colleges are not receiving the facilities, especially those enjoyed by the teachers of central universities, because of inadequate resources of the states. In this context, I would like to know whether any provision has been made in this year's budget to meet the extra expenditure to be incurred by the states for implementing the revised pay scales in the state universities and also for college teachers. The central staff have already received the benefits of the revised pay scales. Therefore, I feel that immediate measures should be taken to reimburse to the states the amounts spent by them in the implementation of the new pay scales for university and colleges teachers. I would like to add a note of warning. Should the teachers start suffering from frustration and inertia due to their neglect, our nation will face grave consequences. It is gratifying that grants for atomic energy research, for space research, for research in technology, research in oceanography, and other scientific areas and technical education have been enhanced reasonably. As regards health and family welfare budget, the Honorable Finance Minister must be congratulated for increasing the outlay. The outlay for family welfare has been stepped up to rupees 600 crores from the current level of rupees 500 crores for the year 1998. So friends, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel for more related videos and press the bell icon for instant notifications. Thank you.